How's it going? Welcome back. I'm the absolute worst. And today we're taking another look at Minecraft Bedrock. And we're going to be putting together an automatic item sorter today. So, this is our build. It's a pretty low cost build for the most part. You can find the build on Minecraft Wiki. However, it doesn't really do a nice job of explaining how it works and what order to build this in, because it's kind of picky with the redstone and whatnot. So, we're going to go ahead and get what items we need for this. So you need 5 redstone torches, 5 repeaters, 5 comparators, 10 dust, a stack of any building block, an anvil, 7 chests to start, 14 if you want to make them all double chests, and then 15 hoppers. And then all of these extra blocks will just be whatever you want to sort. You want to start with about a stack of 64 of that item, just to make sure that the machine works properly. So we're going to go ahead and get started, give ourselves a little bit of room. We want to start with our chests, so we're going to put down 5 double chests right next to each other. Alright, so there's 5. Then we're going to take our hoppers, and we're going to put a hopper feeding into each one of these chests. So if you go over to the side here, you can see that little nozzle on the bottom is feeding into those chests. Next, we're going to take our building blocks, and we're going to put down 2 rows of 5 behind. And then we're going to put a temporary line on top of 5. Grab our hoppers again, crouch, and put them facing this wall. Again, check the side, make sure that the nozzle is facing this wall, and then we can destroy this temporary set of blocks. Then we're going to put 3 more temporary blocks. And we want our hoppers to be facing this direction. So if we're looking at the front, it will be to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then crouch, put your 5th. So now we have 3 sets of hoppers. 1 row facing into the chest, 1 row facing away from the chest, and 1 row facing the right side of our machine here. We can go ahead and break this first block, take a chest, put one there. So now we have a double chest there, and then we're going to put 1 more double chest, on top. And just to explain to you what we've got here so far, so this will be our starter chest. We put all of our junk in there. This will be our extras chest, so anything that we don't have sorted out here will end up in this chest. And then these will be the chests that will sort all of the items that we want sorted in this machine. So we're going to go ahead and dig ourselves a little hole for the rest of this build. So we want to go 4 wide and 6 deep. So across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 deep. And we'll just clear out this area. Alright, so now that we've got that all figured out, we're going to put 1 set of building blocks right there. Take our redstone torches, put 5 redstone torches under each of these hoppers. Lay down another 5 building blocks. Take your repeaters, place your repeaters so they're facing towards the block wall here. 5 of those. Take 5 more building blocks and basically case those in there. And now we're going to take our redstone dust, put down 10 redstone dust on the back of this, basically these back 2 sets of 5 here. And now we're just about done, but we need to prep our machine before we power it, or else it'll kind of break it. So we want to put down our anvil. We're going to go ahead and take a half stack of our building blocks here. And we're going to put in... We're going to give them a name. We're going to call them blockers. Okay, so now we have a half stack of blocker, costs you 1 level. We can move our anvil. We don't need that anymore. So with these blockers, basically, these are going to be basically the plug for the rest of the slots in these hoppers to make the sorter work properly. So we're going to go ahead and take our items that we're going to want to sort. We're going to start with this first hopper here, you want to take your blockers, fill the last 4 slots with blockers. They shouldn't go anywhere. And then you want to put your stack of 64 of whatever item in the first slot. We're going to do that same thing with each of these. So blockers in the last 4. Blockers in the last 4. Item we want to sort. Blockers in the last 4. Item we want to sort. And our final one. Blockers in the last 4. And a stack of items that we want to sort. So all of these hoppers are filled now. Now all we need to do is grab our comparators, and this is where it gets a little bit funky. So you can see which direction that they're pointing on this. Basically, you want the dull torch, or the, let's get a better look at it, the single torch to be facing away from the hoppers, right? So if we go over here, we want to get right on top of our machine, and we're just going to slap these bad boys down. Oop. Right on top of there. And so now if we check our hoppers, they should be draining. And they should drain down all to the same amount, which should be 18. So we'll give that 1 second. And while we're waiting, we'll put some of our materials here away. And we'll grab our materials we want to sort. So we're just going to do 5, so it's nice and quick. And we'll also grab an item frame. So maybe we'll just do 4. We'll go ahead and put an item frame on each of these. This is, whoops, this is totally optional. But you can do this to mark your chest so you know what's inside. Awesome. And now let's check our hoppers. They should be just about ready to go. Yep, so they are all stopping on 18, which is a good sign. So once they've stopped, you can go up top here. Actually, first let's see how many we got in there. So we got 45 to start, 45 stone, 45 bricks. There's 45 in all of these. So we'll put our extras in this top chest. And now we'll give that just a moment. As you can see there, they're all feeding out of this chest through all of our hoppers and into our lower chest. So those are just about done. And now we have 50 in each chest where we had 60 before. And over here are the item frames. Like I said, anything that you don't have automatically sorted can go right into this last chest. So a couple quick notes about this. This is totally scalable. You can make this as long as you want. Basically, you would just take your comparators out, extend it, and then you would put all your comparators back in. You want to start from one end and go to the other typically, especially if you have a longer build. That'll just ensure that the build doesn't break. And then otherwise, yeah, this is a pretty effective way to sort out all your materials. You can put every material pretty much in the game in these sorters. Sometimes it gets a little, a little funky with the single items and 16 stack items. But you can also add more chests and hoppers underneath these chests to make it so that the storage is nearly unlimited. So, if you enjoyed this build and this helps you in your survival world at all, please leave a comment and like below. It really helps the channel out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm just trying to use this channel to bring you guys some easy explanations on these builds. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time.